The background song is sung by Sami Irogo. You're Ebenezer. You're the giver of strength. Receive our thanksgiving. Dige hota gotareria, dige hota gotareria, dige hota gotareria, newekete magagania, dige hota gotareria, newekete magagania. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, my brothers and sisters. I am here once again, to speak a little bit about this story that continues to be new every day. This story of Virginia Wangari KAMOTHO. And I want to talk to the entire generation that it is good we have an awareness of what is death so that we can respect it as well, so that we can honor our dear ones more and more when they are living, because when death comes, it does not, it does not give you a chance, to go back to your beloved ones. And I speak, having a little tension, because of what KAMOTHO did to her children, to his children, to his children. KAMOTHO and his so-called, in quotes, his new woman, Tabitha, they did a mess to their children, to the children of Virginia. And recently, in two past weekends, Virginia Wangari KAMOTHO amekuwa akipeleka watoto wake mmoja kwa mmoja mpaka Nyeri ili wakaone mahali shoso yao walizikwa, where their grandmother was buried. And it is so painful to see them taking the flowers into this graveyard, to the grave where their grandmother was buried. And it is so sad that KAMOTHO and Tabitha got to know the death of Virginia's mother. They got to know her death. And it is also sad that, after they had known the death of Virginia, since Virginia had left them, they wouldn't allow the children of Virginia, all of the 12 children, to attend to the funeral of their grandmother. That is sad. And it creates, emotional problems, psychological problems into children. I was surprised the other day, the first set of children, when they went to see their grandmother's grave, including one of their daughter, who is called Moyo, who was named after her grandmother. She never got a chance to attend to the funeral. And she was so emotional, she was so touched, because her grandmother kept calling forth on her, which means she may have had a special message to speak or to tell to a Moyo who was named after her, which she never got a chance to deliver, because Wamoyo was not allowed by her father, her biological dad, to attend to the funeral of her grandmother. That is very bad. And I minus you, KAMOTHO, I minus you, Tabitha. You see, as long as we live in this world, let us have a concern for our children. They are important to us. They are important to the nations. Do not deny them the necessities that they are supposed to have in life, the experience that they are supposed to have in life. And even recently, Mom Virginia herself said that, for the 20 years that she was married by KAMOTHO, being in her yard, that she only got to attend to a funeral only 2 times. You can imagine, only 2 times. Because they were all cloistered and put inside like in a prison. I want to speak to men. Men, let us be responsible to our families. Let us not imprison our wives. Let us not imprison our children. We all want to know what is happening out there. Let us live the reality of life. Make us aware of the reality of death. Make us know our grandmothers. Make us know our grandfathers. And I speak boldly because today it is International Day for our grandparents, for the elderly men and women of our times. And so it is very much important that we be allowed to know our grandmothers, our grandchildren. This is where you guys had received your wisdom. And we too want to inherit that wisdom. We want also to receive the blessings. And so I want to condemn that attitude of KAMOTHO and Tabitha. It was not a good attitude. Never ever repeat that again. Because you see now Virginia Wangari KAMOTHO will be taking her that set of children to lay the flowers into the graveyard, which actually she has built now a very beautiful home for her mother who have rested in peace. And I was surprised by Kajoy the other day, the little child. She was asking Mom Virginia if they could open the grave, if they could open it for their grandmother to come. And it is not because she is so young to understand, but it's because they were denied that opportunity, at least to attend to the funeral, to see the casket or the coffin, and to have their tears shed on that day. Recently, when they visited with the second set of children, I could feel it when I saw this young, very gifted child, Augustine, whom they call Nyanyo, moved into the spirit, and you can see he would have wanted to see his grandmother. And so I want to challenge men of our times. Let us be responsible to our wives. Let us be responsible to those children whom God has given to us. And God continue to bless that family of Virginia. And I pray, encouraging to the people of the world, especially the people of Kenya who continue to support that family, that you continually support them in every way and protect these children in every way. Let us pray for them. Let us encourage them. Let us chastise them because we deeply love them from the depths of our hearts. And my dear friends, if you receive this message, spread it to others, so that this good news continue to spread, so that we can challenge ourselves and be encouraged at the same time, because God has done greater things. Same Irogo sings here, that God has Virginia has seen great wonders that God has done to her. And we, as her fans, I call her the international mother, and God continued to do wonders for her family. Despite of all of those challenges, we continue to sing goodness, And when I come next, the next video, first of all going to do a video on Thanksgiving, and then I'll explain a bit more, of what has happened into Virginia's family. Very great things, very exorbitant things, And so we exhort this God who continue to do wonders, who continue to do miracles. And don't forget, parents, let your children know their grandmother, let them know their father, let them know their mother when they are alive, so that they can treat them well, Take to them a little sugar, a little gift, a little flowers, because now Virginia cries, weeps, taking her children to the graveyard of her mother, and she says she would like, to buy her a car, to build her a nice building, and to give her gifts, but she cannot do that. For us who have mothers, let us make them happy as much as we can and as little as we could have. He who watches over Israel never slumbers. We called upon you and you heard us. You heard our cry and did us good. Receive our praises, O Lord. Oh, Kamagagania, Dige hota gotareria, Dige hota gotareria, Dige hota gotareria, Newekete magagania, Dige hota gotareria, Newekete magagania. We are the victors. You have won the battle. We are conquerors. We are conquerors. I can see our enemies surprised. They thought we had lost the battle, but indeed we were winners. Dige hota gotareria, Dige hota gotareria, Dige hota gotareria, Newekete magagania, Dige hota gotareria, Newekete magagania.